Imagine this, you're cruising, minding your business, and some completely harmless looking car pulls up right next to you. No exhaust, no wing, no stance, just a quiet little box. And before you can even react, it's gone. You didn't get walked by a muscle car, you got walked by a sleeper. These are cars built by people who don't care about attention. They don't care about looking fast, they're just, well, fast. The type of car that makes you question reality, especially when they gap you without making a sound. So let's get into some cars that have absolutely no business being fast. Like at all. Cars that look like they should be struggling to merge onto the freeway, but for some reason they're ruining people's nights. I'm telling you, if you get walked by any of these, don't even get mad. These cars were designed to embarrass you. This one right here, pure disrespect. It's a Nissan Stagea 260 RS, which basically looks like a dad wagon that should be hauling kids in Costco runs. Like, why is this car even allowed to be fast? See, Nissan was on a mission to balance sports and practicality. Their solution? A dad wagon with a GTR engine. So under the hood, it's not even dad spec at all. It's got a RB26, twin turbo, all-wheel drive, and a 5-speed manual. From factory, it was rated at like 280 horsepower. But everyone knows that number was capped for Japan. These things pull way harder than that. And the best part? From a distance, it just looks like a regular 90s wagon. No big wing, no wild body kit, nothing loud about it. It's the kind of car you don't even look twice at until it absolutely walks you. That's what makes a real sleeper. No flex, just pace. And the next one is even worse. First, a wagon with the GTR heart. Now let's talk about the car your dog thinks is slow. Now let me introduce you to the Subaru Forester XT. You know, when I see this car, it reminds me of a few things. Dog park parking lots, Costco on a Sunday, and that one neighbor who definitely owns a golden retriever. It's got that pure, I take my kids to soccer practice energy. But here's the thing, this is not a slow car. Subaru basically made a WRX for your mom. Turbo motor, all-wheel drive, tall driving position, looks harmless as hell. But once you tune it, this thing actually moves. Throw a tune and some bolt-ons on this thing, and now you're in legit WRX territory, but in a tall wagon that nobody takes seriously. That's why this thing is dangerous. It doesn't look fast, it just is. So yeah, that's the Forester handle. Let's move on to the next car that absolutely has no business being this quick. Alright, let's tone it down even more. Next one isn't a wagon or an SUV. It's literally a Toyota Camry. Everyone knows the Camry is the ultimate rental car slash commuter car, but the V6 Camry is low-key disrespectful. You've got a completely normal 4-door, but it makes around 260 to 300 horsepower from the factory depending on the year. And these things are not slow. From a distance, it just looks like somebody's Uber, but if you mess around at a red light, that V6 will surprise you. It's not some crazy race build, it's just way quicker than a basic 4-door needs to be. Now let's move on before I start gassing up every Uber on the road. So yeah, that's the Camry. Just a comfy daily that happens to be quick. But if we're talking about 4 doors with no business being that fast, we gotta talk about the Chevy SS. At a glance, it just looks like a regular Chevy sedan. No wild arrow, no insane body lines, just car. But under the hood sits a 6.2 liter V8. It's rear wheel drive and you can get it with a manual transmission. It looks like a regular Chevy sedan, but it's basically a 4-door muscle car. From the factory, it's making over 400 horsepower, so it's not really playing fair with normal sedans. They didn't sell a ton of these either, so if you see one, just assume the owner knows what they've got. So that's 4 cars that have no business being this fast. I'm gonna do a part 2, so drop your favorite sleeper in the comments and follow so you don't miss it. I might end up roasting your daily.